cities in the world where water, delightful cuisine and colour abound. For the next week or so, the world's hottest city is indeed the hotspot for world badminton, where elite teams battle it out to see who'll come out on top in the land of smiles. Welcome from Paul Hand inside Bangkok's colossal Impact Arena. Today, 4 of our continuing 8-day coverage of the TotalEnergies BWF Thomas and Uber Cup finals. All the speed, passion and drama return to Bangkok for this heralded event. The Thomas Cup tournament features 16 teams divided into 4 groups. Round-robin matches will be completed today, day 4, following which a quarter-final knockout draw starts at 9 AM Thursday and runs all the way to the climatic 1 o'clock Saturday finals for the Uber Cup and Sunday finals for the Thomas Cup. Top 2 ranked teams from each group qualify for the knockout stage, of course, and that draw will be determined tonight at the end of play today. This is how the groups line up in the 29th edition of the Uber Cup. And, in this Group A, it'll be Japan against Indonesia. They'll be playing off on court 1 today to see who tops Group A and earns the higher seedings in the knockout draw tomorrow. And this is the standings of Group A so far. As you see, Japan have won 5-10-0 in both matches, and Indonesia the same. They've yet to drop attention to the first one. Uber Cup Group A, France v Germany, an all-European clash scheduled. Alongside Leona Michalski, they'll face off with 2 23-year-old Parisians, Vimala Herio, making their way to the court. You see South Korea and Seyoung there just marching out onto that. Chi Shui-fei will stay the side that she entered at. It's all psychological at this stage, isn't it? But control whatever you can. That's what it's all about for these athletes, to feel comfortable under pressure. As I say, a 6th meeting between these 2 athletes. Chi Shui-fei, who is 1m67. She lost out very narrowly to Komang Ayu Kayu Jui, world number 203 on the Sunday of Indonesia, and didn't play against Japan. She left the duties of Leonis Hue to take on Yamaguchi, so wasn't selected against Japan, but incidentally, Leonis Hue hasn't been selected today, the world number 55 from France. She's been dropped to the bench for whatever reason, might have a little niggle, you never know. But that was unusual, I found, in the lineup. Here we go then, the Germans, Yvonne Lee, 23 years of age, 1m71. 3 spots off of that career high, Hamburg born. She's won 5 matches on tour this year, lost 4, quarter-finalist at the Swiss Open and the German Open as well for the Hamburg-born Yvonne Lee. And this is how she's got on so far. Very close competitive match with the world number 1, Akane Yamaguchi, to encourage. It was on Sunday, and then losing out to Dewey, very talented young Indonesian, in a close-run match, that one as well. 39 minutes there. Hello to our Indian umpire, Shilesh Kulkarni. Service judge just opposite from Indonesia, Kumarul Liali. Yeah. So who will it be then to get their nation off to a flyer? Will it be Chi Shui-fei, the 30-year-old from France, or Yvonne Lee in this opening match? Playing off for 3rd spot. French will there in their 3rd showing at the Uber Cup. Their best was a 12th place in 2020. Both very spirited huddles pre-match for the teams. Good to see them in such high spirits. They'll be relieved not to see an Asian side, the other side of the net, frankly. It's been hard going. Everybody all pretty pensive. All eyes trained on show court 3 for this one, with European interest. Paul Hands to take you through it. Great to have you along. 4 courts of hustle and bustle out here on day 4, with show court 1, with Japan and Indonesia underway already.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, France, represented by Qi Xiufei. And on my left, Germany, represented by Woni Lee. Germany to serve, love all, play.
Well, France normally have 3 top 70 women's singles players to pick from, but as I said, Léonie Hui not playing today, unusually. And Qi Xiufei, the exception on a very young French team, as the 30-year-old, way older than any of the others, but keen to use all of her experience to bolster the pack, if you will. Good leave from Chu.
1-2.
They met at the European Championships, incidentally, which Qi Xiufei won. It was just a few weeks or so ago. 21-13, 21-15 it was on that occasion, with one of their 5 meets. Oh, wonderful straight net from Yvonne Lee, who breaks out to a 3-1 lead here to generous German support in the camp behind the court. Yeah, their first meeting was back in January 2018. They met for the first time at the Yonex Estonian International of that year. And Qi Xiufei won that one as well. 21-14 in the deciding game. But Yvonne Lee's won 2 out of the last 3, but did lose the last encounter, as I say, at the European Championships in Madrid just recently in straight games. So it really is tough to get a pick on this one, with a slender 3-2 advantage head-to-head favouring the Frenchwoman. Good deception there on that return of serve from Qi Xiufei.
Service over, 2-4.
Oh, gorgeous. Really nice. Just carving around the inside of the shuttle nicely there. Qi Xiufei, cleverly done, very composed. Oh, that was a physically grueling point. Well played, both. Shan Li just keeping her nose in front marginally here. It's tightly contested we thought it would be. Great history between these two that extends all the way back to 2018. 4 years or so, they've been battling a lot over those 4 years. This is their 6th tussle. Psychologically so important to get your country off to a flyer.
Service over, 5-all.
Well, player in your picture might be just a little bit fresher, having been rested. Two players who are so au fait, so in touch with each other's patterns of play. Well, Yvonne Lee prowling around on the interval, adrenaline coursing through her body. These have been tightly contested points, long, grueling rallies, and great to watch so far. Can she extend her lead now, the young lady in dazzling red at the top of your picture? Gone as well. You can just see how it pulled quite generously from the singles court right out wide of the doubles alley. Shui Fei in the traditional white attire as compared to the colourful new German strip, which is quite fun-loving, I think. Perhaps it doubles up as a beach outfit as well. Said tongue-in-cheek, of course. Very nice. Sign of the times, these modern, zany, zingy outfits. Oh, wow. How about that? Little kiss off the net cord. Got lucky there. It sprung right up, favouring the French woman, allowing her to stay in touch. Doesn't want to cut herself adrift here. Yvonne may be a little frustrated inside with the outcome there, but not showing it. Hit from Yvonne Lee.
13-11.
Accuracy and power. You can see that Ji Shuifei knew that was a big point. As we're starting to head towards the sharp end of the opening game. Both know they need to be bringing their best. And on paper, this is a match that Yvonne Lee should win, ranked marginally higher, 18 spots or so. Wonderful deception on the return of serve from Ji Shuifei, and you can see what it meant to her as well. Nipping away at the heels of Yvonne Lee. Oh, it's gone. Good lead from Chu. This really is close, isn't it? 13-all, first game, all to play for. Yvonne Lee, like a few of the Germans, residing currently in Mulheim and Dorur. Familiar residents to a few members of the team. I think Linda Effler's from there as well. It's gone. Good lead from Yvonne Lee. Very aware. Well, this one really is living up to its billing. There's no doubting that. 3 of their last 5 matches have gone the distance, taken to 3. And this one, in keeping with that, close all the way. Well, another tenacious point from both. A real grapple. Great dig here from Yvonne Lee, looking very physically alert. Indeed, they both are, to be fair.
Great.
2-point cushion for the German number 1. Misjudgment from Chi Shui Fei. It lands right inside the back line by quite a margin in the end. Really good play there from Yvonne Lee to extend her cushion to 3 points now. 3 consecutive points won by the German. Now, what has Chi to say here? Fabulous shot from Yvonne Lee, who's starting to draw really well from all that she has in her toolkit. That one dropped like a stone. Yeah, terrific. Imposing her physicality. The world number 25 right now. 3 points from this opening game is Yvonne Lee. Look at this. Masterful shuttle control. Well closed. And maybe Chi Shui Fei didn't play in the previous match because she needed perhaps a little treatment on that left knee. It's heavily strapped, as you can see. And she's moving pretty well right now, mercifully. And long may it continue, because this is a good watch. Yeah, misjudgment again. It lands plumb on the line from Yvonne Lee. She's won 6 out of the last 7 right now. Really is starting to motor the German. She certainly has brought her very best. And she's needed it most here in this opening game. just missed, not by much though. Lovely little clip down from Shui prior to that. She's just trying to stay in touch. There's the French woman. Colourful laces to go with the outfit. 2 points from this first game. 14, we did have Hawkeye at our disposal. She might have pulled the trigger there. Now, how much can Shui draw on that previous win in Madrid just back on the 27th of April, 3 weeks or so ago, against Yvonne? That beautiful play, the lovely back behind from Yvonne Lee, and she really is motoring now. A lot of support behind the court from their respective camps, team members. Good to hear. Playing for third place here, of course, in Group A. No chance of qualifying for the quarterfinals, having both of them lost to Japan and Indonesia, respectively. And suddenly, Shui just looks a little, not disinterested, because that's not fair to say, but just a little bereft of ideas. She married her physiotherapist, did she, in 2015, decided to settle in Rostranen in France, obtained French nationality in 2018, and then represented France in the Tokyo Summer Olympics on the back of that. It was a club that she used to play inter-club matches for, Rostranen, in 2014. She's a Nanjing relative. Nanjing native, I should say. He was runner-up in the Dutch Open in 2018 to Mia Blichfeld was Shui. She had 6 titles on the International Challenge circuit, and she's desperate to get her teeth in here and really surge in this vital must-win second game. That's a brilliant play from Yvonne Lee, both players, because Shui is really pushing the pace right up now. Look at this. Terrific point for both. psychologically, that'll be a tonic to Yvonne Lee right now. If she can get to the interval with her nose in front, things really looking good for the Germans. She's found that serve as well, right on the back line. Misjudgment from Chi. Good lead. Yeah, she knows that the drift pulls it from that side.
6-10.
Well, the German has been in charge throughout. Chi Shui-fei has not been in the lead in that opening game at all, and exactly the same pattern in game 2 so far. It's been all the German. Does she have what it takes to front run and keep the Frenchwoman at bay? Not so fast, says Chi Shui-fei. Both uber focused right now. Lovely little clip down, but look at that cross net from Chi. And a roar, a little squeal of delight from the French 30-year-old. Yeah, I thought that was going immediately as soon as she made contact.
Service over. 11-7.
So Yvonne Lee, as she did in the opening game, repeating, getting to the break first, playing a very disciplined match, 11-7.
Court 3, 20 seconds. Court 3, 20 seconds.
Two top 50 athletes then locking horns in the Thai capital.
11-7.
And a very determined match so far from Yvonne Lee, who has managed and kept her opponent at arm's length very well so far. Teasing out error from Chi Shui-fei, making it a very physical contest, and it's arms aloft a little for Chi, who is suddenly starting to feel the heat, you sense. Yvonne Lee, just that little bit more precise, bit more measured, keeping the pressure on the Frenchwoman, giving her the impression that it's going to be a very difficult day. How much tenacity can Chi Shui-fei show on that basis? How badly does she want to turn this around? Going to really have to go to the trenches. That is wonderful. Great deception at net from Yvonne. Look at that, right there. feel the cogs turning inside the head of Xi Shuifei. It must feel like a washing machine right now. Hard to find the screw beautifully. It's been such a disciplined, focused performance from Yvonne Lee.
9-7.
So we'll receive. Leona serves. Margaret receives.
Well, you heard it. Leona Michalski, the 19-year-old, who normally plays with Annabella Jaeger. She'll be serving first to Margot Lambert of France. (1.68 m) from Argentieuil in France is Vimala Herriot, right-hander. These days resides in the French capital, looking pretty sprightly in the warm-up. As I say, they've been top 50 together, these two. Just 3 spots inside there at 47 in the world back in March of last year, with a player whose numbers kind of mirror hers, frankly, 23 years of age. Also residing in Paris is Margot Lambert. Their route so far, well, losing out both of their original matches, unable to secure a game against the might of the top seeds Japan and the young Indonesian pack as well, but a very close second game, as you can see, against Kazuma and her partner. Now, the most experienced player on court, 27 years of age, from Emsdetten in Germany, now resides in Mulheim. As I say, up to that career high ranking, but they are a scratch pairing, these two. She's alongside Leona Michalski, the teen from Gelsenkirchen in Germany. And as I say, she's been 135 with Annabella Jaeger in the past. Currently 154 with Annabella Jaeger, her normal constant for Leona. But
Ready to play.
Michalski did indeed play with Annabella Jaeger and lost to Matsuyama and Shida in tight straight games, 35 minutes on Sunday. But who knows what we're going to get from the Germans. It's the first time they've played together, Effler and Michalski, whereas Herriot and Lambert are a more established pairing who travel the world together. But Effler, as we know, a lady of vast women's doubles experience. Umpire Sudeep Parv from India, and Cody Leach from the States opposite him.
Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, France, represented by Margaret Lambert and Vimla Herriot. And on my left, Germany, represented by Linda Effler and Leona Michalski. Germany to serve, Leona Michalski to Margaret Lambert. Love all, play. love.
Beautiful serve from the youngest player on court at 19.
2 love.
Joanna Mikalski.
On court two, the World Cup Group B, the first double, Korea, represented by Sudirman and Sudirman.
Oh, that's very, very nice from Margot Lambert. She's pleased with herself there. The lovely little clip down. Look at this. Took all the speed out of the shuttle, just carving around the side of it. Beautiful
1,
hands.
2.
Interesting, I'm watching closely the German pairing, being a scratch pairing. You're also, sort of always looking for fluidity, aren't you, and the decisions. But big opportunity here for Leona Mikalski, because if she twins nicely with Linda Effler, there could be quite a bright future together as a team. And that would serve her nicely, in a sense, with all the experience of the German. She can really add to her game. And certainly add another string to the bow of the German team, giving them that little bit more versatility. So the coach in particular from Germany will be watching these two very, very closely, and particularly the youngster, to see how they rotate around each other, the decision-making they make throughout, rather. That's really nicely done. No signs of any early nerves from Leona Mikalski. She is embracing this very much. Using great width in their attacks in Germany. But the French, a very experienced team. At, top 70 in the world, 68 to be precise. Came in third, did Hurley and Lambert at the Orléans Masters at the back end of March, start of April. On 3 of their 4 matches. Runners-up together in the Portugal International Championships back in early March, mid-March. These two are Hong Kong pairing back there to Young and Young in that final. Wow, deadlock. They've done well to get back into this, the French. And a hat-trick of consecutive points then for Les Bleus. first run of 3 for either team. Well, it thought about wriggling over, didn't it? But not to be. It's Effler and Michalski who just squeak in front to the mid-game interval. 11 points to 10. Let's see it again. Look at... Beg your pardon, it's the French. It did go over. French ahead, 11-10.
On the receiver side, we're more open like this one with this luck. Yeah, we can ping. Yeah, it's okay. We can go hard. But we need to be further up the court the way we started. Yeah? Because it was really, really good at the start. It's because we were looking to go forward.
20 seconds.
Now we started to come back.
20 seconds.
Well, you probably heard as well as I did that the German coach was basically barking a very simple instruction. Just get up the court, girls, more. You know, it's going to be more effective, more driving these points, a bit more proactive than reactive. Because that's what you were doing from the start, he suggests.
11-4.
Found it. Little space on the French court. And taking advantage of it. Effler watching the shuttle very closely.
On court 4, World Cup Group A, the first double, Canada, represented by Russia, Hungary, and China. Versus USA, represented by Francisca Corbett and Alison Lee. Umpire, Bird, Van Horenbeek, Serving judge, Peter Mazzaro.
Wonderful finish from Margot Lambert. Closing that down really, really quickly. Germans had the upper hand at that point from the off as well. Facial expression says it all. Well, the French have managed to win 6 out of the last 8 points now. Despite Germans' attack and their proactivity, they're just missing. They've been treated to some lengthy rallies, high quality as well. Really good all-European clash, this one, between France and Germany. Germany 1-0 up in the overall tie. If you are just joining us, you can probably see that in the graphic on the top of your screen. Courtesy of Yvonne Lee with the win over Chi Shui-Fei. Oh, a little hesitancy there in the German camp. Right down through the corridor of doubt from Herriot. Timely, directional sting. That is exactly what happens with a scratch pairing, more often than not. virus creeping in. Suddenly, the cracks start to appear. How will these two respond? Linda Effler, as always, with that sort of soothing, generous smile. But how's she feeling underneath? A handful of consecutive French points. Engineering a generous 4-point cushion. Yeah, well in. I'm really surprised there at Leona Michalski. That was an incredibly poor decision, very unlike her. Perhaps the nerves are jangling a lot more than I anticipated. I mean, that was a long way in, wasn't it? And the drift is blowing that way from left to right. Very slightly, to be fair. And again, caught by the flick serve. Suddenly, Michalski looking a little exposed. Brilliant play from Linda Effler, super stretch backhand. Great end brain back to that, does really well. It's a big point to stay in this opening game, right there for Team Germany. A hat-trick of points for the ladies in red. Can they continue with this thread? A little frustrated.
We have to really, really fight to be up, be early, and then we can, there's more freedom. Okay? With the overhead stuff, like I said, we just want to time it. We want to time. But 100% leg. Yeah, we won't be pushed back now. We just won't accept stepping back. Yeah? If they go over because you're stepping up, you just maintain.
Go 3, 20 seconds. Go 3, 20 seconds.
Well, only towards the back end of that game, at the halfway point really in that opening game, did the French turn it around into a very close contest actually. Momentum really did swivel their way and there was no letting up. Herriot and Lambert keeping a real firm grip on that opener. Here we go then, start of game 2, the French halfway home in this first women's doubles.
Service over.
That brilliant run of 7 consecutive points for Vimala and Margot. Surged them to the front and they never looked back.
Service over. 1-all.
Spent pretty much an hour and a half on the match court between the two matches against Japan and Indonesia, the French team at the top of your picture in all white and blue. And they're an established pairing, so they look just that little bit more settled at crunch time than these two, the scratch pairing, despite the massive experience of the world number 23, the taller of the two Germans, who are also twinning very nicely. But when it really does come down to it, given what we've seen in this opening game, I feel that the French team are the team that are to be backed in the biggest of moments. Good judgment from Vimala Hevil.
4-1.
Thought about it, but then backing herself nicely.
What? Yep.
Five points in a row for the French. Oh, that's audacious from Vimala Hevil.
6-1.
Wonderful little cut there. Look at that. What an exquisite angle that was. Even the tall, rangy Linda Effler couldn't get there. Whatever you can do, I can do better, thinks Lambert, but got a little too greedy.
2-6.
They're having fun out there. That's important. A little too greedy with the choice, perhaps, to be hypercritical. Didn't miss by much. Michalski redeems herself with a wonderful point. But they are still
3-8.
5 points adrift.
Ready to receive. Ready to receive. Service over. 9-3.
Pace from Michalski.
Service over.
And some really good signs from the Germans. And you suspect that even if they go on to lose this match, all they need is a little bit more court time together and a bit of help with the coach as well, and they could blend into a really solid team.
5-9.
Super play. Keeping their foot to the floor, the German team there.
6-9.
Despite that spirited defense from Herriot.
Service over. 10-6. Service over. 7-10.
Good close. Well, they got to the interval first in the opening game, 11-10. This time, a little bit easier, 11-7, the French lead. And a game to the good as well, really compounding pressure onto the Germans now. French leading the way. Good spatial awareness there from Fimala Herriot. Three up in this game.
Service over.
The Germans are fighting
15-12.
So easy, isn't it, to overpress when you're front running. With your opponents chasing the scoreboard, fighting with all their might to get back on terms and beyond. Overpressed, Effler. Good lead. Haven't seen a service error for a while.
13-16. Service over. 17-30.
Oh yes, spatially aware, Margot Lambert just caught that out of the corner of her eye that Effler was bolting across. Look at this, clever. 5-point cushion and a game to the good, Team Germany. Yeah, got up well there, created a good angle. Nice and steep.
19-30. Match point. 30.
7 match points then for Herriot and Lambert. delight in the French camp as Vimal Herriot and Marco Lambert, two 23-year-old Parisians, seal the deal. They do their bit. 21-7, 21-13. The French come through in some style. They're delighted with that straight game win, and that levels the tie. Negates the French advantage, or the German advantage, I should say, with the Yvonne Lee win. Herriot and Lambert put the wheels on for France and bring parity to 1-all in the overall tie score. It's going to be Yael Hoyot and Anne-Catherine Spurey up next in the second women's singles. Do join us for that. Sprawling Impact Arena, beautifully manicured, kept. 1-all in the overall tie here between France and Germany in this all-European clash. Next up, it's Yael Hoyot, who takes on Anne-Catherine Spurey, who will give their tie the lead, their team the lead in the tie. Yael Hoyot of France, the 24-year-old left-hander, has played both encounters. She took a game from Bilquis Prazista of Indonesia in singles on Sunday, and then lost out to Sayaka Takahashi in straight games yesterday. French left-hander. Born in La Tronche, resides in Paris, twice junior national champion is Yael Hoyot. And here is Anne-Catherine Spurey, 22 years of age, ranked 217 in the world.
Okay, let's do toss. You're red, you're black, okay?
I stay on this side.
This side, service, receive, you serve.
And Catherine Spurey electing to stay sides. And Yael Hoyot wanting to receive serve. 21-7, 21-8 in 26 minutes did the German. But let's turn our attention first to Yale, 22, 21 years of age, my mistake. And ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Germany, represented by...
So real stalwarts within their respective nation sides.
Service over 2-all.
Oh, nicely done from Yale for you.
Okay, the shuttle. Service over 3-2.
Played.
Service
Well, quite a
over
disparity in ranking, as you saw. World number 69 from France taking on the world number 217. So expectation on the French left-hander here to deliver, you would imagine, in terms of numbers. They've never met before, though, these two.
4-3.
Sometimes it can be quite uncomfortable the way that your game matches up with somebody else. At the moment, pretty tight rallies. Oh, well done. The disguise and deception of the rare left-hander
Service
are
over 4-all.
kind of half smash, I guess you'd say that was.
Service over 5-4.
Oh yes, good deception there from Yale.
Service over 5-6.
Knocking her German opponent well off balance there. Yes, great dig cross court from the French.
6-all.
This was beautifully done. Just stretching a German opponent into error. Oh, it's just missed.
8-6.
Positional manoeuvring. So patiently done by both players.
Ready to receive? Service over.
Catherine.
7-8.
She's geeing herself on at the end of this point. She was pleased with this. Showing great discipline there. Denied by the net that time, Yale Hoyle.
8-0.
The perfect close, but just the racket angle slightly amiss. Good hustling from Anne-Catherine Skorik.
9-8.
Working extremely hard, and despite that earlier roll of 4 consecutive points for Hoyle, it's Skorik who's just broken to the front again with 3 consecutive of her own. Super. Great touch.
Service over. 9-0. Change the shuttle.
Sweet finish. So deadlock in this tight opener. Which way will it turn? Spreading the court nicely. Hoyle.
10-9. And players. Come. Good. Do not be late. Yeah. Be ready.
It's Hoyle who finds a way to the interval first after some well-contested opening points here. 9 minutes, 11-9, the French woman with a 2-point lead.
Soit tu descends d'un pied, soit on repart aussi, ça fait jamais mal du tout. Jamais. Il n'y a que des dégagements, c'est le seul truc qui fait mal. Et quand elle est en retard, si elle fait quelque chose, si elle joue pas fort,
Go 3, 20 seconds.
ça va rien faire.
Go 3, 20 seconds. Players on court. Coach, return to your seat. Eleven, 9, play.
Great wrong foot there from Anne-Catherine.
Service over. 10-11.
Good dig again from Hoyle, who's barking area that won't go away. Oh, she's found that as well. Hands down, but protest from Spurley, but to no avail. She thought that was wide.
18,
Not so,
14.
the lines judge
Okay.
with an immediate call of hands down. Well, she's fist pumping. She's just misperceived that. I think that was inside the line. Certainly on.
Service over, 15-18.
Well, it's been a spirited opening game from both players, scrapping with all their might.
Thank you.
A glimpse
Play.
of Yvonne Lee, who's come back to support her camp. Super play, what a response from Anne-Catherine there, who was under pressure throughout.
16-18.
Really dug deep here physically to hang in the point, but look at this. Turned it around beautifully with that. That's in as well.
Service over, 19-16.
Another misjudgment by Anne-Catherine here. Look at this, right inside the line. Looks back at the lines judge as if to say that was out, right? Not so. Well, that definitely is out. Yeah, so a couple of misjudgments then from the 22-year-old, 21-year-old Spurley. And suddenly, 4 game points for Yale, for you.
Game.
Sweet finish to a very
First game
hard-fought
won by
opening game.
France,
Yale,
21-16.
Hoyou snatches the opening game, 21 points to 16 in some style. Lovely finish.
Là, c'était dur, t'étais pas du bon côté pour le faire. T'as quand même réussi à bien le faire. Là, ça va être encore mieux. Ça va jamais sortir. Ça va être trop bien. Voilà. Dès qu'on est en face de son droit, dégagement droit, tu vas pouvoir varier avec les slices croisés.
C'est rapide ou pas si tant que ça?
Pas tant que ça.
Pas tant que ça.
Toi, elle a pas fait ton faute?
Ouais.
Un petit peu.
On court 1, Uber Cup Group A, the second single, Japan, represented by Sayaka Takahashi. Versus Indonesia, represented by Taja Baranaya.
En fait, la Tesser, elle serve super vite et du coup, son volant il bouge des fois.
Umpire, Sydney Gala from New Zealand. Service judge, Kang Sun-young from Korea.
Call 3, 20 seconds. Call 3, 20 seconds.
Well, Anne-Catherine Spurley, the young 21-year-old German, is out keenly to make amends, having lost that opening game against the French left-hander, Yael Hoyou, who is far higher ranked.
Love all. Play. Out.
fist pumping vigorously is Spuri. Heady start in the second game for the German. A handful of points for the lady in red now.
5 love.
Hoyle looking frustrated, well aware that she can't let this youngster zip away early here. It's the last thing she needs. Still not ready.
Yael, Yael. I will not accept that kind of attitude. Yeah, but you must be ready. You must be ready to receive, okay? Play on.
Serve at the players. Play at the server's pace, please.
Left. Gabriel, play on. Out.
After all of
Service
that.
over. 1-6.
Serve error. Good lead. And Catherine Spuri has bolted out of the blocks here, just taking advantage of a little bit of lackadaisical play from Gail Hoyle. Who perhaps was in celebratory mood, having notched that opening game. She seems to have dropped her concentration level somewhat, and when you twin that with the excited, fervent energy level of Anne-Catherine, and you've got a lopsided looking second game at the start here. That's more like it from Hoyle.
Service over. 2-8.
Well, we all know that matches like this hinge on the smallest of margins, and that was an excellent example. Hoyo getting a lucky little nibble off the net cord there, and a roar of approval. But she has been a little bit slow starting in game two, and got a lot of work to do as a consequence, trailing 3-8. In-your-face badminton from Anne-Catherine Spuri. Another precise strike early in game two. No nonsense returner serve there.
4-9. Service over. 9-4.
Looking very physically alert is Anne-Catherine. Well, and so there, yeah, Hoyle fabulously using all of her experience, the top 70 player from France. Oh, blistering pace with the body. Oh, that's excellent. German camp singing away, really enjoying the efforts of this young 21-year-old German. She's done them proud in this game, there's no doubting that. A terrific game from the world 217, and even when she loses the point, she runs up to the shuttle, just desperate to keep her intensity levels high. Now, has she done enough to get across the line in game two against the world number 69? She knows it. A little war cry of yes there. Big moment. I don't think there's any coming back from that for Yale. Hoyo.
Okay, take the shot. 20, game point, 10. Game.
After just over half an hour of action then, it's
Second
Anne
game,
Catherine
won by
Spuri
Germany,
who really turns the
21
tables on
and
Hoyo.
1 game all.
She steals the second game, 21 points to 10. Emphatic style, what intensity and energy and belief from Anne Catherine. What will unfold in game 3 as we head down the final stretch?
Sur les jambes.
Exactement, exactement. Elle va avoir plus de mal à lever que ce qu'elle a fait. Ok. Allez, commence.
Go 3, 20 seconds. Go 3, 20 seconds. Final game. Love all. Play.
Both desperate to set the tone early.
Time is over. 1 love.
You're desperate to make amends after what was a poor start to game 2. He's already roaring with belief. Both keen to get to the W here, having both lost to Japan and Indonesia respectively. Want to salvage something from this Uber Cup Group A, as tough as it's been, just to keep the confidence levels up. That's more like it from the French woman, much better. She's obviously had a stern word with herself at the change of ends. And has come out all guns blazing, respectful of this dangerous world number 217. Squealing with the delight at winning every single point. Yale. Hoyo.
It's okay.
snappy, feisty battle, hasn't it? All the way through. A real treat to watch. Both players varying the attacks. So many little momentum shifts along the way. Wonder what the next one will be. Hoyo with a generous start in game 3. She's roaring at any opportunity now, the French woman. Showing all of her determination at any opportunity. Keeping up her speed and power at the moment nicely. That's missed.
7-2.
Both digging so deeply here to keep the intensity levels ratcheted up. Well, she may have been 5 points adrift in this deciding game, but you can see just how determined she is. The German is just playing in-your-face badminton at any opportunity. Good body attack right into the left armpit of Hoyle. Both working so hard.
India, represented by Tanisha Pastor and Teresa Jolie. Umpire, Jenny Tindal from Philippines. Service check, Reza Roshan Owen from Iran.
Service over 8-4.
With the white shirt. Can she see it off now with this little mini protest? How will she respond? That's 6 out of the last 7 for the determined and Catherine Spuri. An anxious look from Hoyo in response. She's losing grip of this deciding set. We have parity again from that generous cushion at the turn of 11 points to 6. Suddenly, it's all change again. to the front, the German, for the first time in game 3. Well, this is just going to come down to a moment here and there, isn't it? Who has the nerve?
That is over 14, 13.
Oh, nicely done. Backhander flat out on the court after that. Straining every sinew to get to this, but to no avail. Look at this superb response there from the younger player. Opportunity just to take a moment and grab a breath. If you're down there, the court attendant will need to come on anyway. So Spuri is right on this now. Another high-tempo point from the German. She's playing some spellbinding badminton right now, and look at what it means to her. Intensity levels have ratcheted through the roof here in Bangkok. Fabulous play from the world number 217. This could be a massive upset. And suddenly, look at the contrasting body language. Hoyo looks utterly deflated. These are the toughest points to win, though. Oh, she's kept the pace up so high. That is commendable by Anne-Catherine Spuri. Absolutely brilliant. She has worked so tirelessly throughout this. Businesslike and purposeful demeanour. She's 3 points away now. She let it slip, didn't she, Niall Hoyle, at the start of game 2. And Anne-Catherine just had a little slither of light. That's gone as well. Spuri, 7 match points. What a turnaround.
Service over 14, 20.
Two match points saved. She's not done just yet. Wasn't the cleanest of strikes, but she'll take it. She's still afloat. It's third time lucky for Anne-Catherine Spurley. Look at the reaction.
Match
A
won
terrific
by
win
Germany,
and a big upset
16,
in terms of
21,
ranking.
21-10,
The world number
21-15.
217 from Germany, downing the world number 69 from France. Anne-Catherine Spurley finds a way, a performance full of character and determination. The German right-handed 21-year-old. What a match. That was terrific. She was down and out after game one, but came out at the start of game two, all guns blazing, as did Poyot in game three. But Anne-Catherine Spurley dug deep, turned it round, and with that generous run of 7 consecutive points in that third game, she found a way. Germans now lead the overall tie 2 matches to 1. And this is what's up next. Flavie Vallée and Emilie Veselo take on Emma Mosinski and Stine Cuthbert. They need in the world together is their career high with Cuthbert. So previously not selected together. As I say, she played with Linda Effler on the first couple of matches, did Emma Mosinski, so it's going to be interesting to see if they can immediately tap back into where they left off. They're a good team, top 90 team, and I guess in terms of expectation, they're expected to down the French. But of course, Stine Cuthbert with her first showing here. I wonder if it's been an injury, as we say hello to Cody Leach, the American umpire, who looks pretty focused. And Sudirman of India is the service judge just opposite. Just waiting for Stine to lace up.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Germany, represented by Emma Mosinski, Stine Cuthbert. And on my left, France, represented by Flavie Vallée and Emilie Veselo. Germany to serve, Emma Mosinski to Emilie Veselo. Love all, play.
Second women's doubles then, just about to get underway. The Germans lead the tie 2-1. It's race to 3.
One, love.
Well, you wonder from Emma Mosinski's point of view as a 20-year-old athlete, whether it was perhaps just a little too much pressure to play with Linda Effler over the last couple of days. It's been difficult. The draws have been really tough, you know, playing against the Japanese, who are just standout in women's doubles, aren't they? And then the Indonesians. So, you know, if there is any holes in the game or any sort of pre-match nerves, they will show. But now she's got the comfort of playing with a familiar partner alongside. And that hopefully will prove a little bit more settling for her. Rock solid point from both teams. Swing and a miss there.
2-1. Service over.
Clever return of serve from Emily Verselot. Good close.
Service over. 3-2.
Look at the reaction. So passionate, so enthusiastic. Brilliant to see. It means so much, doesn't it, when you put on those national colours? It means so much. Causing a little hesitancy right down between the French players, bisecting them nicely. Germans more proactive at the moment, really hunting the shuttle. The French are just a little too passive, you sense. Maybe a nerve thing.
Service over. 3-7.
Well done. French slowly coming to the party.
4-7.
Brought the bottle of wine on that occasion. Very nice. Now will that settle them down and get them on the front foot more often?
Five, 7.
Great touch from Steen Kasper.
8-5.
Good hustling from Emma Moshinsky. Watch the shuttle so closely there as it broke off the top of the net.
Service over.
Well, having missed that,
6,
Krispet just went
9.
for the towel, just gesturing to the umpire that her hand was sweaty. Very uncharacteristic miss there. She was controlling the point nicely.
Service over. 10.
Barking away the Germans, playing in-your-face badminton. They want this badly, you can tell. So much so that they create a 5-point cushion as they head to the break. But they can secure this doubles win. Although, of course, we will play match 5 either way. Too easy, isn't it, to be consumed with what your opponents bring and be almost a little intimidated, but you've just got to focus on what you're doing and how you can advance positively towards the sun. Get consumed with your strengths and how you're going to pit that against your opponent's weaknesses, not the other way round. But the Germans have brought an in-your-face kind of attitude from the start of this match. It's been imbued with determination, rather like that of Anne-Catherine Spurey, who perhaps spurred them on into action here.
9-18.
You sense this is too little too late from these two. Good serve and first shot from
10-18.
Flavie Valley. Wonderful set play. Brilliant from Emma Moshinsky.
19-10.
Yeah, super hand skills. Soaking up the pace beautifully.
Game point 10.
Spoken and undemonstrative, the French, compared to the Germans. Germans here with 10 game points. Still afloat in game one. Too much to do, you'd imagine. As the match clock ticks on to 15 minutes of action, it is indeed the Germans in Kuspert and Moshinsky who secure game one, 21 points to 11. And for me, that was quite a lopsided game. Germans looking good. They're halfway home to victory now, leading 2-1 in the tie and up a game here in this second women's doubles. Things really looking up then for the ladies in red.
Super active in the first four because we want to just drive home the message of the World Champions. It's just by sheer work rate. They may get one or two back more than what they did previously. And like I said, we keep going down, just angles. And if we can't, you're going to clear this girl here. If we can. The most important thing on this side is if we clear.
Elles, pareil, elles vont être courtes. Okay, elles vont être courtes, donc on sort de ça. Okay. On fait vraiment, voilà, on construit, on se collage, on accepte l'échange. Okay. Défense, les défenses, c'était bien quand tu défends croisé, que tu cherches à reprendre l'attaque, c'est ça. Hein. À chaque fois, elles sont à l'arrache et derrière, on suit. Ça, c'est bien, on fait, on continue à faire.
All players back keenly before time, just to resume the action here. French with somewhat of a sort of laissez-faire attitude. I think we need to see a little bit more drive from these two with their backs to us here to get stuck in early in game two. Misjudgment from Moshinsky.
1 love.
Redeems herself immediately.
1 all.
Similar look to the opening game, where the Germans just force of personality forging them ahead.
Out. Service over. 3-5.
Good lead.
4-5.
Well, good early return of serve from Stan Crispet, and kind of getting in the face of the French again. Valle missing perhaps her shot there because of the presence that Crispet has at the net.
Over 5-6.
Determined
6
squeal,
all.
if you like there. The Germans in red broke to the front.
Service over. 10-12.
That's a super return of serve. Took it so early.
10.
Good call. Petzolo calling no. He's going wide to her partner Valle, who obliged. Still staying in touch, these two. All they need is a sudden surge, and they're back in this match. They've got a calmness about them, the French. I'd like to see a little bit more energy, but at the moment they're doing okay.
Over 14-11.
Heavy strapping on the right elbow of Emma Mushinski. I hope she's okay, not suffering too much. She doesn't seem to be impeding or hampering her in any way at all, thankfully. Premature celebration there, wasn't there, from the German camp? And, well, they get their way in the end, despite a little bark midway through the rally right there. You saw that from Mushinski. She thought she'd done enough, and the shuttle suddenly was upon her. She regrouped and managed to put the point to bed, but perhaps a little too excited. 5-point lead and a game to the good then. The Germans with opportunity to wrap up this tie of what would be 3-1 should they find a way in this game. Wonderful.
Well,
Versalo.
16. Service over. 17-12. Out.
Good leave.
Service over. 13-17. Service over.
5-point cushion
18,
and setting sail for home now, these two. They've put together a good match and been the better team throughout. Now, can they see this off?
Nineteen, 13. Service over. 14, 19.
They've been leading all the way, the Germans, in game two. Evasive action there.
Service over. 20, match point 14.
But now 6 match points for Kuspert and Moshinsky. They've won 3 titles together this year already. Shared a lot of success this year for the Germans. Another moment for them right here. A guttural roar of delight and a generous hug. They are pleased with themselves. Steen Kuspert and Emma Moshinsky for Germany come through to win the tie 3 matches to 1 with a super solid performance. 21-11, 21-14. Just over half an hour required. And look at the delight etched all over their faces. It was really keen play from them both. Great intensity, good energy. And, well, as I say, they've had a lot of success this year, building on their ranking that's now 89th in the world. And heading back to what was a career high back in October of last year of 62. That was a good win, though. 11-14, they come through safely. We'll have women's singles up after this, but the Germans win the tie, 3 matches to 1. Coming up next, the third women's singles, Emily Drouin against Florentine Schurfsky of Germany. Do join us for that one. Well, the twice semi-finalists in 2006 and 2008, Germany, in their 11th appearance here, have done enough to wriggle past the French and will continue. Play all 5 matches in round robins. It's obligatory, and there'll be Emily Drouin who will take on Florentine Schuch. Under masks, isn't it? But tested a match here. She Kumarul Lia, because they didn't make the cut. But the Germans, I can confirm, have won the tie, having reached 3 wins first. But we're playing for pride right now. And can Emily Drouin of France salvage some pride? The young 17-year-old left-hander. Quarter-finalist at the Spanish International she was last year. Quarter-finalist of the Estonian International from the 3 tournaments played this year, this youngster. 2 years junior to the 19-year-old from Germany.
Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, France, represented by Emily Drouin. And on my left, Germany, represented by Florentine Schuch. Germany to serve, love all, play.
Super defense there from Emily Drouin. She liked that one.
Service over. 1 love.
On court 1, Uber Cup Group A, the third circle, Japan, represented by TotalEnergies.
Service over. 1 all.
Well, more expectancy on the youngster, really, ranked inside the top 300. The lady in white at 17 years of age. And her opponent, Florentine Schuch, just the other side of 1,000 on the rankings at the moment. Was briefly inside before.
2, 1.
From Korea, Sudirman, from New Zealand.
Nice, very stylish. She's got a languid lefty game, hasn't
Service
she?
over. 2
It's a
all.
tricky customer.
Service over. 3, 2.
Nice disguise.
Service over. 3 all.
A little bit too much power. Hand on hips moment for Emily
Service
Drouin,
over.
who was
4,
ranked at 277 in the world just last month, at the back end of last month, 26th of April for 2 weeks. Currently at 284 in the world.
5, 3.
Came in third recently in the Alpes International Under-19 did Emily.
On court 4, Uber Cup Group B, the second double, Canada, represented by Crystal Lau and Josephine Wu.
Service over. 4-6.
Versus USA, represented by Cody Tom Lee and Sanchita Pandey. Umpire, Peter Messaros from Switzerland. Service judge, Bert Van Holenbeek from Belgium.
5-6.
Wonderful. Contorts her body around the shuttle to deal with that.
Service over. 7-6.
Good pace from the German.
8-6.
Good defense as well. Nice turnaround. Yeah, well played. Real good hustle and energy from the lady in red.
9-6.
Tested only qualifying events so far this year, hasn't managed to earn her way through to main draw of the Swedish Open, the Slovak Open, and the Portugal International as well for Schufsky of Germany. But I tell you what, she's got the bit between her teeth here. She's come out firing nicely, very positive. Found that as well.
11,
so it is Florentine Schufsky who heads to the interval with an 11-6 lead. Good start from her, good energy.
Du kannst, wo du mal zweimal in die gleiche Ecke spielen kannst, ist, wenn du oben am Druck hast. Ja. Nochmal, wenn du ein bisschen unter Druck bist, gehst du gleich raus auf die andere Seite. Und wenn sie Druck in dich reinmacht,
20 seconds.
Drehen, ne? Aber eigentlich halt
Court 3, 20 seconds.
So can Emily Drouin stop the rot? 5 consecutive points for Florentine Schufsky here.
Service over. 7-11.
Emily Drouin unhappy with herself, demanding more from herself. A big slap on the left thigh there out of frustration. Right thigh, I should say. It's a tough place to be at 17 years of age. Right in the cauldron of international badminton. Big opportunity for her. And she's under pressure because of the disparity in ranking favouring her, the young 17-year-old left-hander, but she seems to be feeling the pressure a little. Not quite finding her range. Scoreboard slipping away from her in favour of Shufsky, who's engineered a generous 7-point cushion.
Service fault called for service over. 8-14.
Yeah, good close. Much better from Emily Drouin.
9-14.
Was going out, then elected to play it.
Service over. 16 all.
Les services en paire, il faut servir au centre. En paire, il faut servir extérieur. Mais à mon avis, ça n'a pas changé grand-chose. Seul coup qui fait un peu mal, c'est sur slice croisé. C'est sur slice, ouais, tu l'as parce que t'es prête. Mais, tu vois, si tu sers à droite, elle fait son slice croisé ou son dégagement croisé. Hein, c'est croisé. L'autre, c'est droit.
Und dann versuchst du bei der nächsten Annahme trotzdem gut zu machen. Das kriegen sie aber nicht mit dieser Linie. Und du bist dir sicher, dass du von 5 Ballwechseln 3 gewinnst. Ja? Sehr, sehr traurig, nicht zu viele Einzelbetriebe. Ich glaube, du weißt, wie du versuchst, gegen sie zu spielen. Und den Plan.
Court 3, 20 seconds. Court 3, 20 seconds. Second game, love all, play.
Certainly was a topsy-turvy opening game,
Service
wasn't it?
over.
German looked so in control for 14-7, then suddenly just sort of slipped away. She lost her way momentarily. Emily Drouin really raised the bar, and it was opportunity gone in the blink of an eye.
2, love. Service over. 1-2.
Both still fighting hard at the start of game 2. Yeah, too much pace from Florentine Shufsky.
Service over. 3-2. Quick. 4-3.
These odd sort of lapses in concentration from Shufsky. That's really good disguise from Emily Drouin. Just a sleight of the hand. Subtly done. Tough player to read. Nicely done. Got great hand skills, hasn't she?
8-3.
Very loose and trusting with the way that she applies her trade. Good hustling from Shufsky.
Over 4-8.
Stopping the runner points at 6 then for the French woman. Oh, that's a wonderful cross net, closing it down so quickly and just delicately nudging that into the hole on the front court. Nice.
Service over 5-9.
How's that? Really well done. Reverse slice. Winners abound on show court 3 right now.
Over
Nice to see.
5.
Lovely clip down.
Service over 6-10.
Oh yes.
11-7. Interval.
This time, Emily Drouin is just actively stretching out her lower back.
Service over 10-15. Service over 16-10.
Well, it looks like the misery is going to be continuing for Florentine Shufsky. Struggling to really turn this second game, a must-win game from Germany's perspective in this 5th match. Emily Drouin, far higher ranked, seems to be in control.
12-17. Service over 18-14. 13.
Oh, she's missed that as well.
Service over, 14, 18.
Things running the way of Germany right now.
Service over, 19, 14.
Zidane, 2 points for victory.
Service over, 15, 19.
Yeah, can she somehow stay afloat here, Florentine Schiovski? She's shown some good signs, but it's been Emily Drouin that's led for the majority of this second game.
16, 19.
Good leave.
Service over, 20. Match point, 17.
3 match points for Emily Drouin.
Game.
21-18, 21-17. Emily Drouin, the 17-year-old left-hander from Paris,
Match
finds a
won
way
by
on a tricky
France.
day after a slow start.
21-18.
Comes out and wins in
21-17.
straight games. Exactly half an hour, all she required. And she does very well. Showed a lot of character there to get an extra match on the board for France. But it is Germany that go through the tie, 3 matches to 2. Well, 284. Doing a very good job there. 17 years old. Still plenty of action unfolding on courts 1 and 4. But 2 and 3 have just recently been put to bed. And this is what we witnessed. Yvonne Lee with a straight game win over Chi Shui-Fei, and Effler and Mikulski going down to Herriot and Lambert to level the tie. And then Anne-Catherine Spuri, having lost that opening game, turned it around really very, very well to take the lead 2-1. And then Kuspert and Mojinski cementing victory with another straight game win for 3-1. And then Emily Drouin of France getting that 5th rubber to take the overall match score to 3-2, favouring the Germans in that all-European clash from Uber Cup Group A. So that's the final group standings then. Germany with a win, Indonesia with 2, Japan with 2. And that's how it all concluded. So Japan and Indonesia go through to the quarterfinals. Germany and France, it's the end of the road for them. They'll take leave of Bangkok and head back home to their respective countries. Germany with slightly more confidence. This will be coming up later. Thomas Cup action from Group A in exactly an hour from now, 2 o'clock local time. Thailand and Indonesia. So you'll be in the company of Bobby Griffin for that one. From myself, Paul Hand. Bye for now.